Hello, everyone, and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to do a general reading here on the topic of how do they feel? So, how do they feel in this love relationship? This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everybody. However, if you do have any questions, any personal questions that you would like to have answered, I am now open for readings, for personal readings. So you can reach me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com, and it'll be my pleasure to send you the different types of readings that I can offer you. And also, if you do enjoy my channel, please do subscribe. It's my only way of knowing that you enjoy my channel, that you want more from my channel, that you like my dailies. I do monthlies, I do weeklies, and I do a lot of different spreads like this to try and figure out exactly what is going on and what we should do with our current situations. So that being said, please do subscribe and like, share, write me some comments. I'd love to read your comments. So let's begin here. So how do they feel? This is what we want to know. This is what you want to know. I have three different decks here. Okay, so I have my first deck. We're going to call it Deck A, is Alice in Wonderland. I have deck B, which is a Nicoletta Ciccoli, and I have a deck 3, which is a Magical Forest. Now, I'm finishing off each of these spreads with a guidance card from the angels, or messages to try and help us, give us some a last message at the very end to come and close it off, put the cherry on top of the sundae. So that being said, let's begin. I would like you to try and think of something that you would like to know. How do they feel? Try and think in your mind. Do you want it? How do they feel about this relationship? How do they want? How do they feel about me? These are all how do they feel type questions, but are related to a love relationship. So I would like you to try and think for a moment about the question that you would like to have answered, and I would like you to try and pick also a deck. So go with, at first glance, what caught your eye? Is it the Alice in Wonderland? Do you like Alice? Do you like fairy tales? Is it the Nicoletta Ciccoli? Is it the cranberries and the green leaves? Is it the forest, the enchanted forest? Try and see. Is it just that because it's pack A or 3 numerology? Just, think about it for just a moment. I'm going to stop talking. Pick your deck and we will begin. All right, let's begin. So A, B, and C is over here to my right. So we're going to begin with Alice in Wonderland, deck A over here. So in the meanwhile, I am going to move my Chicolies over here, and I'm going to move the forest over here also. Just going to move it over like that. And let's see what is in store for Group A. So we have here the Devil. Wait, I don't think you can see it. There you go. There's my devil. You have the Knight of Cups. So you have the Four of Swords, followed by the King of Wands, who's doing clownish things, the Two of Wands, and we finish it up with the King of Cups. So what does this mean for Group A? Let's begin here with our little devil here. Now the devil upside down, he's all about, this is all about somebody who's trying to find themselves. Okay, so it's finding yourself, truly who you really are. It's about, often it's about toxic relationships, situations, habits. This card often leads us to taking a break, not going forward. This is a problem with self-value. So to begin with here, how do they feel? They are feeling like this is not going all that well. To continue here, we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a partner here. This is somebody who's on movement. He is this partner is on their way. You would have difficulty to grab their attention for long enough. They have focus problems. You would like them to focus only upon you, but their focus is just all over the place. So you have to be very careful with this type of personality here. They are romantic. They are dreamers, but they are also players. They are players, okay? So we have to be careful here. As I said, this is a toxic relationship to begin with our devil over here. So you may experience intensive moments, very intense moments with this knight here. But then again, he could just turn on a dime. You just never know what's going to happen. And we're following it up over here. You just have these swords just hanging right over your head. So the Four of Swords over here, for some, this will just be the calm before the storm as we're resting underneath this peaceful tree. And others, it's just for preparation for what is to come. Is it a period of trying to recover from this toxic relationship? Feelings in this relationship are very negative so far. We have the King of Wands who's doing just whatever he wants. He has all the powers that he wants. He can do whatever he wants. He's the King of Wands. He doesn't have much patience for long meetings, talking things through, or even details. So, I mean, we're dealing with a partner who does not like much communication, doesn't want to discuss about these kind of situations. And here we are, the querent here, who is faced with a decision. Your life is like a chess game. You have to decide what it is you're going to do. You've got the lilies, you've got the red roses for the passion. So, the white lilies is just representing here. It's just your innocence. It's innocence in the whole thing. You've got the red roses for the passion that was in this relationship, that might even still be in this relationship. But you've got these two wands. You're looking afar. You're trying to find out what is going on. What should you do? You're trying to find your next move in this chess game, but it's very, very difficult because you're facing a partner who has a lot of feelings, but doesn't like to discuss them, doesn't want to discuss them. There's a certain period here. I don't think right now there's that much communication also going on. This is somebody who likes to focus on many different people. So who has problems in a relationship to stick to a monogamous, like a monogamous type relationship. And we're following it up here with the King of Cups, who's just quite comfortable, quite sturdy, just riding the waves over here with his deck of cards and his cups. He's just ready to drink down his emotions. This is a very experienced kind. This is the decision maker, the power. In this relationship here, how does he or she feel? How they feel in this relationship? They are feeling as though there is a lack of communication. They are feeling as though there's choices to be made. There's feelings of movement, of wanting to go, perhaps to see elsewhere. I feel as though the person who's going to decide what is going to happen in this relationship, of how they feel, and the next step is going to be if there is a male partner, there is going to be the male partner who is going to take the final decision upon this. So let's continue and go see what is going on with the oracle. And the oracle is all about trust. So you need to just trust. You need to trust that the path that is given to you is going to be the correct one. You need to trust that the decision that you're going to make here, the choice that you're going to make, is going to be the one that is good for you. So you need to have trust to begin with in this relationship. You need to have trust in the partner. You need to have trust in the path that you want to take together. So this is your message: trust. So that concludes for Group A. Group A, there needs to be a lot of communication here going on. So how do they feel? They feel as though there are problems. They need to be communicated, but one partner is not communicating, which is creating a problem, and one partner has to take decisions. It needs to take between two decisions, but I do see that the final result will be taken by a male personality in this or male persona in this relationship. So this concludes for Group A. I hope I was able to give you some clarity upon this situation. We're going to follow this up with our Nicoletta Ciccoli. So Group B, what do we have for you, Group B? We have here, I'm sorry, we have the the Knave over here of Coins. We have the Three of Swords. We have here the Eight of Coins. We have again a Knave, but of Wands. We have a Knight of Wands, and we have a Five of Wands. We have a lot of wands going on, and we're going to follow through with our Nicoletta Ciccoli. So once again, think well about the question that you're answering yourself, about what you want to be answered on. How do they feel? So let's begin with group B, so Nicoletta Ciccoli, which was the group that was in the middle here. So the Knave, let's begin with the Knave over here, the Knave of Discs. Knave of Disc is all about being grounded, okay? We have roots going into the ground. We are very grounded. We have butterflies around us. We have ideas. Everything is moving around us. This is about teachings of nature. It's about understanding the natural world, how everything works around us. This is a waiting time before a takeoff. This is the roots. This is the beginning. This is the growth. This is the ready to flourish. This is the waiting for fate to do so. So in this relationship so far, we are waiting for faith to do its job. We're following it up over here with this beautiful butterfly who's just been pinned to the wall as like a sacrifice, as a memory here. So we have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is all about self-sacrifice. That's why she's pinned to the wall. This is about being able to repair. So this is all about affairs of the heart that do not go well. But the situation I do see that the situation may be exaggerated and not as bad as it seems. So take time, perhaps if both parties take a little bit of time apart, and continue communicating, perhaps there is something to do here. I do see that there is some sorrow, there's some emotional drama, there's some misunderstandings. This is why, you're receiving a stake, you're receiving a pin right in the heart. There's betrayal, there's loss, there's moral damage, there's sacrifice. You're not being taken, the querent here is not being taken into consideration whatsoever. This is just self-sacrifice to repair the wrongdoing of the partner. Following it up over here, we have the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Coins for this deck of Ciccoli, and the Eight of Coins is all about this is a lot about the gifts that you receive, everything that you do receive, but that you're very high up, you're receiving them, but you're looking at them, but you're not too sure that you should be receiving them. This is about apprenticeship. It's about training. It's about expanding. It's about expanding your skills. There's a lot of little gifts, little treats. There's things coming along your way that are positive. Now, are you going to be receiving some gifts perhaps in order to forget some of the wrongdoing, in order to forget some of the hurt that you've been done, some of the sacrifices? This is what I could see here. Following up over here, we have the Eight of Wands, and our beautiful Eight of Wands over here. She is just all about you're thinking here, you're trying to retreat, you're trying to be by yourself, you're trying to figure out what is going on in this world that you're in right now, because you've got your basics of this relationship, which is very grounded. It was solid, have fluttering ideas going around, but there's self-sacrifice, there's some gifts that are being given. There's a moment of retreat, it's a moment of being by oneself to understand how we are, understand our skills, understand what it is we want, and then we're just going to be able over here with the Knight of Wands. This is a very strong potential that's not always shown. Okay, you have the potential to do this, to get up, go and do whatever it is that you want, say whatever it is that you want in this relationship. This is about keeping away people that you just don't like. This is about being paced. It's only about letting people that we want into our lives. So now the question is, how do they feel? Do you or do they still want, or do you still want this person to be in the relationship? Is this something that is common in this relationship that both parties want? We're finishing it off over here with the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is all about defending ourselves and our tools by ourselves. It's remaining calm in the face of perceived obstacles. You have obstacles here. It's finding ways to get our enemies away. It's trying to be less angry, being less hostile in this relationship. It's facing our dragons, our strength, getting to know what to do, where to go, temptations, desires. There are so many things going on into this relationship. There are so many thoughts. There is the basic grounding that we want. There's self-sacrifice. There's desires. There's wishes going on. There's communication that's not necessarily being done. I feel as though there's gifts that are being bought in order to repair wrongdoing. So in this relationship, how do they feel? I think the question is here, how do you feel about it? Because I feel as though they are trying to stick around. They are trying to somewhat repair, but they're trying to do it all about in the wrong way. And I feel as though you're kind of drifting away. You're staying. You're still rooted. You're still there, but I feel as though somewhat you're somewhat drifting away in this relationship. And we're going to finish it up with listen to your intuition. So you really just need to listen, see what is going on, listen to your intuition. Your heart is always going to tell the truth. So no matter what it is, what gifts you receive, what is said, what is communicated, or what is not communicated, listen to what your inner peace, your little inner angel has to say. Okay, listen to that, and you're just not going to go wrong about this. So this concludes for how do they feel on group B. There's a lot of emotions going on. There's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of somewhat mixed feelings between I want to stay, but I don't really want to stay because I'm not really comfortable in this relationship all that much anymore. But there's communicating going on. There's some communications, but there's not as much as there should be. So try and listen to your intuition here, and you'll see what is going to come out of that. So we're going to finish it up here over here with our little magical forest. And so the magical forest is telling us that this is a lot about money in this relationship. How do they feel? We have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, we have emotions, beginnings with the Ace of Cups, of Chalices, I should say for this deck. We have the Two of Chalices, and we finish it up again here with Pentacles, so it's the Eight of Pentacles. So let's begin. The Three of Pentacles over here is all about working in ingenuity. So in this relationship, it denotes that you, your partner, are just putting the work and the effort towards making it strong, making it work, making a loving relationship. There's a sense of commitment. There's a level of growth. So, once in a while, it can signify that there is a love triangle, though. I do have to admit that is the only thing that I could see here. People around you appreciate your efforts. So a loving relationship, but there could be perhaps a third party joining this relationship, which does not mean that your partner does not love you. They just love you in a different type of way. Some people like to love many different people. So we're following it up over here with the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is all about weighing things carefully to reflect upon them. So this is rather good in love, this card here. It means that you and your partner or your future partner to be, but this is how do they feel? feel, is willing to support you. They're willing to in the foreseeable future. So in the short term future, they are willing to support you. They're generous with you. They consider you. They consider your feelings. So it's a very nice and loving relationship, as what I could see right now. It's just that there might be a little bit too much loving going on. We have over here the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is powerful, opinionated, difficult to change mind of the King of Swords. And here we must weigh the pros, we must weigh the cons in a relationship, so you can get a little bit, and perhaps one partner I feel could get maybe a little bit too critical of the other partner. So when it comes to emotions, it really, really signifies critical thinking. So there's critical thinking going on in this relationship, and there's just a flow of emotions, a flow of beginnings. We have over here the ace, so the ace of chalices for this deck, and this is all about sensitivity, emotions. It's about passions. It's about affairs of the heart. So this symbolizes the birth of love or of happiness, beginning of a relationship if you're not in a relationship. So, this is two people that are connected because their energy is well together. They are well together. It's issues of love, intimacy, compassion. We're following it up over here with a 2, and so the 2 of Cups, which is just an equally good card here. This is two forces that draw people together. So, there's obstacles in a relationship between males and females. That's just normal. And can it mean true love or deep commitment and steady relationship? Well, that's everything that you're going to see soon. This is all about union of people. It's about groups. It's about ideas. This is about certain celebrations. And over here, you're getting the fruit of your labor. You're getting the fruit of what you worked for. So, how do they feel? They love you oh so very much. They really do. This is a relationship where there's a lot of support. There's a lot of love. The only thing that I could see in here is that perhaps one of the partners has a tendency to love maybe too many partners. So that would be the obstacle to look for in this relationship. That being said, they do love you. They really do. They care about you. They want to be with you. They want to help you. They want to support you. They want to hear you. They want to, they want to be with you. But there is the challenge over here of the third party, so the love triangle, that we must be careful with our partner and those tendencies. So that is going to be up to you to see if there is a third partner, if you're willing to live with this, if you're good with this, or if you're not. And to finish it off, we have remain positive. So, this altogether was a very positive reading. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of friendship. There's a lot of there's communicating going around. There is some stubbornness, though. There is some stubbornness. We know what we want, and this is what we want, and we want nothing else. But other than that, I say, as the Oracle says, remain positive in this relationship. I think there is something very good to do about it. There's a good potential. The only thing that you have to be aware of course, is this love triangle here that is potentially there, or that might potentially come into the cards in the future, coming up soon. So that being said, this concludes our Group C. So I hope you're able to find some kind of answers, some kind of messages for you according to your group A, B, or C. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you do have any questions, you would like to have a personal reading, once again, I am open for personal readings at romancefulltarot@gmail.com. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, send me some comments, and we will be seeing each other in the following days. I send out some daily snapshots every day and some weeklies. So see you soon. Many blessings. Thank you so much for being there.